Hey guys, Neely here. I am driving home at the moment. I have been out dropping off my three older girls at Grandma's house. They're having a day with Grandma today, and then I just have Renee back there. You can see her. Now she's in her big kid forward-facing car seat. She just graduated from her baby carrier. It's a monumentous occasion. But anyways, you can see her now back there. Anyways, I am running home. So I dropped the girls off. I ran a few errands, and now I'm going home, and I am going to attempt to get all of my freezer cooking for the month done this afternoon. It'll be nice with all the kids, or most of the kids, gone. I should be able to get a good amount done. I am going to do a video on my rice, beans, and ground beef recipe. It's super simple, but I just wanted to make a quick video on it, just so I can refer everybody to it when I do my meal plans, because it's always on my meal plans. Also, it's what I use for the filling in my burritos, freezer burritos, and I'm going to also be filming a video of freezer burritos this afternoon after as I get those done. So that's what's coming up. I have a few more things to do to get all of my freezer cooking done. I need to make the waffle mix. I make the dry powder mix because I have to grind up sunflower seeds for it with the sweet potato flour, and I like to get all that done ahead of time, so I have bags of waffle mix in the freezer ready to use throughout the month. I still need to do that. I cooked a big pot of black beans this morning in my Instant Pot. I also cooked a big pot of rice because that's what I'm going to be using for the rice for the rice, beans, and ground beef, and for the burritos. And then also the leftover beans I'm going to be packaging up in like maybe 1 to 2 pound packages. And then that's what I will use throughout the month. I'm going to freeze those and then use those throughout the month for whatever meals need beans. So this morning was the first time that I had both of my Instant Pots going at the same time. I have used the 2 liners, like used one liner and then pulled it out and then put the other liner in to cook something else. So having both liners is nice, but this is the first time I actually had both on the counter, both cooking at the same time. It was super nice to be able to get all the rice cooked and all the beans cooked before I left, because I wanted to get them all cooled off in the fridge before I put together the freezer burritos. I didn't want to have hot beans and rice going in the burritos and then going in the freezer. So it's been a little bit different of a freezer cooking experience this month, because I started last, I think it was Thursday or Friday. I think I went shopping on Thursday and then started most on Friday. And then it was the weekend after that, so I didn't get a whole lot done. I worked on breaking down some chicken, like cutting up the chicken thighs, that kind of thing. And then it was Saturday, I got sick, like just really randomly out of the blue. I got a sore throat. I came down with a cold, and by the evening I was just feeling awful. I was like weak and tired and just freezing to death. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to get sick again. Last time I got a cold, it lasted like 3 weeks. It just took forever. It kind of lingered on. I was like, no, not again. I just got over this. And then I went to bed Saturday night, and by Sunday morning, I was basically better. It was really random and like just a 24-hour cold. Like that never happens. So anyways, I'm feeling pretty much all the way better from that, which is nice. But I didn't get a whole lot of my freezer cooking done then. And so I've kind of just been doing a few little things here or there. I did the sandwiches, I think, on Monday, and then did a couple little things yesterday, and then today I'm going to try to finish up. So it's been a good week, well, maybe not a whole week, 5 or 6 days that I've been working on this freezer cooking. So it's not the same as I did last month. I did most of it in like 3 days last month. So it's a little different, and actually it gave me the idea that I think for next month what I'm going to try to do is just do a whole week and have the projects broken down by day. So like one day I'll work on burritos and sandwiches, one day I'll work on breaking down the chickens or whatever it is. I'll have to look at how I want to break up those different jobs. But I think it might work out better to do, just dedicate a couple hours to one specific project each day for a week instead of trying to just do it all day for 3 days straight. It really is a lot of work, and I think I might try it a little differently next month. So definitely stay tuned for that. So anyways, I just figured I would take you along with me today as I'm finishing up my freezer cooking and do another freezer cooking day in the life. I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos. That's my plan, is to kind of do day in the life videos for the freezer cooking, and then also do the individual recipe videos, so that I don't have a bunch of freezer cooking videos that have random recipes in them. But then I still wanted to share with you kind of how my day goes when I do a freezer cooking day, just to give you that insight. So I hope this kind of format works for you. Let me know what you guys think, and I will bring you along with me today. It's afternoon now, and my husband came home for lunch, and so we were able to have a nice lunch together while most of the kids were gone, still at Grammy's house, and I am getting back into my cooking, freezer cooking and such. I just finished making up the huge batches of waffle mix. You can see the aftermath behind me here. I'll turn it around and show you. I made 4 big bags of waffle mix, 3 recipes. In each bag, I make probably one of these bags per week, and the kids will eat them for breakfast every single morning. It's their favorite. And this is my grain-free waffles that I have a video on that I will link down below. The main ingredients are sunflower seeds and sweet potato flour. You can also use arrowroot powder. That's what my recipe video calls for. But since I made that video, I started using the sweet potato flour, and it tastes just the same. And the sweet potato flour is just a little cheaper. So that's why I use that. This is my huge batch that I'm going to cook up right now and put in the fridge. The rest of these I am just going to throw into the freezer. Since it is fresh, raw sunflower seeds in there, I like to put it in the freezer just to keep it fresh. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my baking powder, cinnamon, and salt to the bags, so that when it's time to cook, all I have to do is add in the wet ingredients. The most annoying part of this recipe is grinding up the sunflower seeds and the sweet potato flour. And so that's why I like to do a huge, quadruple whatever batch at a time, because I can just make a mess one time, put away the Vitamix, and not have to do it again for at least a month. With that big batch plus these 4 bags, this will last us well into January. So it's just, oh my gosh, it's so much nicer to be able to just do it once and then clean up the mess once and be done. I have now moved on to the rice and beans and ground beef. And as you can see, I have my tripod set up right here. So I am doing a recipe video on this, and you can look for that coming up soon. I got my video done on the rice, beans, and ground beef. I just posted that. I didn't get as much done today as I thought I would. Long lunch with my husband kind of cut into that, but totally worth it. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get the burritos and the breakfast burritos put together. And besides that, I think I'm pretty much there. I'm going to have to go back and look at my list, but I feel like I'm pretty set for the month. The last thing I'm going to do tonight is just get the rest of these black beans portioned out into quart-sized Ziploc bags and get those in the freezer. All right, guys, I wanted to give you a real quick just overview of my freezers to show you everything that I've got. I still have to do the freezer burritos. I haven't gotten those done yet. And honestly, I'm not sure how I'm going to fit them into my freezers. They're really, really packed full right now, but I will somehow make it work. You kind of have to be good at Tetris to do this freezer cooking thing and get everything to fit. But I am going to go ahead and just show you the overview of everything I've gotten so far, just to give you an idea of what things are looking like. This is my kitchen fridge freezer, and I've got all of my sandwiches here. They're all labeled so I know which ones they are. Down here are the lemon pepper drumsticks that I showed you. And then this is some chicken bones. I have so many chicken bones right now from all the chickens that I pieced out. Let's see, these are chicken bones. These are also chicken bones. So I have a ton. I may need to get rid of some just because I don't need that many. This is the chicken breasts from the chickens that I pieced out. I was going to bread them for chicken strips, but I just decided to wait on that. I will decide if I want to do that a little later in the month or save them for next month. I just didn't have room for everything, and I think I'm doing pretty good with what I've got so far, so I'm just going to wait on that. Then here is my garage freezer. My garage is kind of dark, so I put some flashlights down here so you can actually see inside. Up here we have 2 more big bags of chicken bones, and you can see I kind of put the bones into the bag in a little bit of a round shape so that they'll fit in my Instant Pot when it's time to cook them. This is another thing of chicken bones. These are my creamy mushroom pork chops. I have 3 packs of those. Another one is down lower. And I will be putting out a video soon on that for the Instant Pot. This is another thing of chicken bones. Back here, all lined up back here are my cauliflower that I told you about that I got for so cheap, and I've already blanched them and tossed them with oil and spices, and so they're all ready to roast. Back here I've got a couple bags of chopped chicken thighs. I also have a bunch of bags of chopped chicken thighs back here. I think, 2, 4, 6, 8 maybe, and those I'll be using for taco chicken and chicken soups and that kind of thing, and stir fries. I have all my boneless pork loins here that will last me a long time. I have a bunch back there. And then these are pork chops. They're just these boneless pork loins chopped. And these aren't even on the meal plan. I just have those left over that I will save for whenever. This is some pork stew meat back here, just from chopping up one of these. Down there is my waffle mix. I've got my soups. That's the sweet potato pork black bean soup. That's the chili. This is my last 3rd pack of the creamy mushroom pork chops that I will be showing you soon. And then back behind there, I just have my leftover ground beef that I haven't used yet. And of course, my freezer is lined with gold here with my Kerrygold butter that was such a good deal at Costco the other week. And that's what I got going on. So that is my freezer cooking for the month of December. I hope this was helpful for you and you got a good overview of everything I did. I'm still kind of refining my process, and next month I'll be doing things a little differently and just keep trying to do it better, making it easier. And thanks for following along. All right, that is it for us today. I hope you guys are all doing great, and we'll talk to you again soon. You say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.